Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a man named Sisyphus. He was a cunning and ambitious man who had always sought to achieve great things in life. However, one day, he crossed the gods and was punished severely for his arrogance and deceit. Sisyphus was condemned to an eternity of pushing a boulder up a hill, only for it to roll back down every time he reached the top. The boulder was heavy, and the hill was steep, but Sisyphus was determined to break free from his punishment and regain his freedom. As he pushed the boulder up the hill, he pondered the meaning of his existence. He wondered if there was any purpose to his life, and if there was any point in struggling so hard, knowing that he would never be able to escape his fate. Despite his doubts and uncertainties, Sisyphus continued to push the boulder up the hill every day. He knew that he had no other choice but to keep going, and that his only hope was to find meaning in his struggle. One day, while he was pushing the boulder up the hill, Sisyphus had an epiphany. He realized that the struggle itself was the purpose of his existence, and that he could find meaning in the very act of pushing the boulder up the hill, regardless of whether he ever reached the top or not. He saw the futility of his task, but also the beauty of it. He realized that his struggle was what made him human, and that he could find fulfillment in the journey itself, rather than the destination. From that day on, Sisyphus pushed the boulder up the hill with renewed purpose and determination. He no longer cared about escaping his punishment, but instead focused on finding meaning and fulfillment in his daily struggle. The gods were surprised to see such a change in Sisyphus. They had expected him to give up on his task and curse his fate, but instead, he had found a way to transcend his punishment and find joy in his struggle. In the end, Sisyphus never escaped his punishment, but he found something far more valuable, a sense of purpose and meaning that allowed him to live a life of fulfillment, even in the face of great adversity.